All right, guys, we are going to start our first elite raid right now, and this is really exciting. We actually have like a nice little crew out here. It's nice to see like people out, about again doing raid battles. It's pretty fun. Hoopa Unbound is obviously going to be what we are going to be battling. So we're going to go and do a couple elite raids, and then we're going to talk about our experience, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. So if you guys do want to skip over us doing the elite raids, you can check the timestamps below. We have Steven with us as well. Again, let's get it. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go and cruise these, and like I said, the tips and tricks will come afterwards, and I'm using fighting moves against this Pokemon. That is hilarious. All right, so we have some bug Pokemon going in here. I probably should boost a Mega just to get some XL candy of this Pokemon. Actually, that would probably be the move. We're probably going to do maybe, I would say maybe 3 rounds because it's at 11, 2, and 5. So we might do a couple a little bit later. But you can't remote this, number 1. Number 2, you need a decent sized party. I would say that you probably could beat it with about 5 people. As you see us taking this Pokemon down over a third right now in about 56 seconds. So putting that into perspective, with 8 people, we're going to beat it with about 150 seconds left, which is cool, right? So it's not super hard, but it is definitely more challenging than a typical tier 5 raid that you may be able to beat with typically like 2 to 3 trainers. So as soon as we get this one, we're gonna come down. I'm gonna give you the 100% IVs as well, so you guys know those, and we're gonna get into everything we need to do. Okay, we're taking down this Pokemon here, and as soon as we take this Pokemon down, just remember this is going to be Hoopa, so it is going to be dark, and it's gonna be psychic. It's actually double weak to bug, so that's why you're gonna see a lot of bug Pokemon in here. That's why actually Mega Scissor would be pretty good. Heracross would be really good. I wish I had that XL candy for the Heracross so I could max this thing out. Mega Heracross will be really good. That Mega Horn is going to come through and destroy. So Heracross going to be doing work, and I think I might be lagging here. Pretty sure they already beat this. Let me maybe like back out and go back in. Okay, I was a little bit off with the timing here, but look at the Pokemon that are in right now. Not very many people have really strong bugs, and bug as a category in general is just not the strongest counters, right? All the cars are driving off, man. Oh, it feels so good to be out here again. Okay, Hoopa going down, and 2237. So as far as the 100% IVs, it's 2289, and then at level 25, which can be boosted in windy or foggy weather, 2862. So this one is nothing too crazy here. You're gonna get 12,000 XP per raid. You can only do these in person, and here comes Hoopa Unbound. And then obviously let's talk about the Mega Pokemon as well. Let's see what this excellent throw actually looks like. So if you guys do want, you can hold down this. Oh, it looks like it's actually pretty easy to catch. I might try a Pineapple Berry. Oh, it's a little further than I actually thought right there. And that attack is really fast. First ball, it looks like, yeah, it's got orange circles, so you probably can Pineapple it actually. Okay, so let's talk about the Megas as well. You want Mega level 3. Let's check out the IVs. Nothing too great here. The Mega level 3s of this Pokemon are going to be able to get you the XL candy. We have Houndoom, which is dark. We have Absol, that's going to be dark. And then we also have a couple Psychic Pokemon. Mega Slowbro will work. We also have Mega Alakazam, which will also work. And then we have both Latios and Latias, whatever is going to be there. And then for a grand total of 15 minutes, you have rare spawns, quote unquote rare spawns, that should be around the event. However, I have heard that it gotten boosted a little bit, and there have been reports of people getting Kanto birds. Legendaries, yes, wild legendaries. The spawns are different for most people, I believe, and these spawns stick around, but I wouldn't stick around because I would head to the next raid because the Hoopas are going to be more important than are catching a random legendary in the wild. Like, do you actually need that? I mean, maybe they're good PvP IVs, but beyond that, yo, bro, let's do something real quick. Can we try to see if we can trade this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Nope. Can't do it. All right,
It's a
so
mythical?
officially it's a mythical. Yeah, you can't trade the Hoopas right now. I thought you might be able to just because they're going to be in raids, but you can't right now, so get that candy. Okay, we're going to quick Mega Evolve right now, and then we're going to jump into this raid real quick. We got to get that Mega level 3 Houndoom in there for that extra XL candy. Anytime I get chance to get mythical XL candy, we are going to do it, and we still have the whole squad here. Here we go. Let's check it out. 11 people in there. Yes, let's go. It's a lot of fun, man. Lots of fun. I'm excited about this. Let's go over the counters real quick as we wait for this next lobby. All right, all our Pokemon are back in with the bug moves. I got to rearrange some bug counters here. We even had a Hundo Durant in there. That's hilarious. Lucky Hundo Durant. Let's go. Okay, we're all good here. Let's check them out. Okay, so the weaknesses are going to be double weak to bug, single weak to fairy, and it's going to be triple resistant to electric, which is crazy. And the fast moves it's going to get is Astonish and Confusion. So with Astonish, it's going to hit the Gardevoir pretty good if it does have that. And as far as the charge moves, it gets Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, and Psychic. So it is doing some damage with that Dark Pulse and Shadow Ball to the Gardevoir as well. But let's jump right back into that raid and let's get another Hoopa. Let's do it. Remember to Pineapple these ones as of right now. They're super easy to catch, and yeah, this is fun, man. I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to see what other Pokemon they do drop in here, and then we'll go over some of my tips to help you guys max out on doing all these Hoopa raids very fast and efficiently. But as of right now, we'll talk about one because we started the raid already. Once you start a raid, here's the tip. You can leave this raid. You just need to not, if you die out, you don't join back in until the people finish, or what you could do is just battle it to half. Then you could back out once, right? You go to the lobby, you heal all your Pokemon, then you go back check in with a full party, and then you can drive off or walk off to the next raid. And that's gonna be one of the hacks that's gonna help you guys get more raids done, right? So we're gonna jump in with these 3. We revived all our Pokemon, we have full parties, and now would be a great time for us to jet to the next raid to try to get as many in as possible in 30 minutes. And using an egg, if you're gonna do 3 or 4, it's gonna be effective. And we have 2 free raid passes for the Seasonal Light, which is gonna help out. Okay, we're on our way to the next raid already. I feel like the good old days in Pokemon Go. All right, and this is gonna be a 22-27, which is absolutely garbage. And it appears that you don't really actually have to try too hard to catch this Pokemon, but let's see what happens with this Pineapple Berry. 1, 2, and not on the first ball. And the elite raids are working as intended, getting people out and about, mingling, making new friends in Pokemon Go. Oh, it warms my heart again. Okay, we have our final raid, and we were only able to do 3 of them. It was a little bit of a kind of cluster kind of getting in. We had just over 20 people, and the one weird thing is you cannot do private lobbies. So private lobbies cannot happen, which makes sense, but at the same time, it's like we had to wait the entirety of the time for that raid lobby to go in before we were able to do a second lobby, which is kind of interesting. And I don't know what the IVs of this one are. 22-24. I'm gonna go ahead and just use a silver Pineapple Berry, see what the circle looks like. Boom, super easy, excellent throw. We don't even need to talk about that. So if you guys are talking about like what the best situation is from the spawns that I've seen and from like what my experience is, it looks like they got a little harder. I would say that number 1, I would just try to do as many of these raids as possible when you have the opportunity, right? Just to go in with a couple people. The best way and best scenario it's called Wafu raiding, which is like old school when we didn't have remote raids. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna communicate with people or meet people at the lobbies, and then you're gonna wanna go to probably a really popular gym, something that's very popular, very public, see people there, and then you can kind of get in touch with the community there. We got the quick catch or the crit catch on that one, which is kind of cool. Wow, 16 candy on that. Oh, it's double candy catch right now, I think, right now for this event. And so look, there's one here at 2 hours and 26 minutes, and there's one here at 5. So these are all EX gyms. If you guys want to know about like EX passes and stuff like that, you can check the video up here. So you're going to want to get together, number 1. Number 2, you're all going to want to use bug counters. Make sure all of your bug Pokemon do have TM to bug moves, because a lot of my bug Pokemon do not have bug moves. They have normal moves, which doesn't work. And then you're going to want to start the raid with the group. Once the raid starts, if you have a big enough group, I suggest that you guys leave to go to the next raid. As soon as the raid starts, you will still be able to catch it. But if you die out and you're not one of the stronger players, like you obviously need to have people that don't die out so the raid can finish. If you die out, you cannot click rejoin. If you are not in an 80-meter vicinity of that gym, it will lag you out. Then you get to the next raid, you're able to go catch this Pokemon real fast because it's easy, and you go into the next. Make sure to use Mega Level 3 Pokemon that are either Psychic or Dark to get more Hoopa XL candy, and you cannot trade Hoopa, and those are pretty much going to be the tips. We got a bunch of super mediocre ones, but I'm excited to see what we do get for the day. And the last thing I want to address before we leave is this countdown timer. So you see this countdown timer, which is an elite raid, which I think the timers are great. It really helped out yesterday when I was on the live stream and we did the Lampent raids, and you had a timer that said how much time you have left, and then if you walked out of range, the timer disappeared. I thought that was fantastic. So the same thing should happen here, but let's talk about these spawns that should be rare spawning, kind of like a little bit of boosted spawns right now. I'm sure that at some point there's probably going to be a little bit of a boost or a little bit of a reevaluation of what these spawns are, but as of right now, there's nothing that's that crazy right now that I'd be like, yeah, you absolutely must stay. But apparently there are some reports that people have rarely, and I'm emphasizing rarely, caught these Kanto legendary birds, I believe it is, in the wild. So would I stay around? Like, probably not. Honestly, I'd rather have the Hoopas, me personally, but whatever you guys want to do, you can obviously do that. And yeah, that's just what it is. They're just, it's kind of like a, how do I want to describe it? Kind of like a Go Fest where there's like, you know, a timed event, but it's for 15 minutes just locally around this stop, and then you can get some rare Pokemon. But let me know what your rarest Pokemon that you did see, because that's going to be great research for the entire community in the comments below. But that's going to be the tips. Let me know if you guys have anything else. Let me know what you guys thought about these. I think this is going to be really fun. It's cool to see people out and about doing their thing, playing Pokemon Go and interacting with the community. And you know, the more Pokemon that come out, I mean, think about if Hoopa Unbound ever came out shiny and they put this in there, what if they put Mew in there and you could get a shiny, man? There are infinite potentials for elite raids, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds for these. So thank you guys for tuning in, as always, to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody take their support, subscription, and participation to next level. See you guys out. Next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.